Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite baby girl, Sarah Fidelis, or you can call me Lady Analysis. Please, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the share button, like, share, send in your comments on every of our videos, every of my videos. Yes, every videos. Go and listen to it. Send in your comments, your views, your opinions. They all matters. Wow, it's been a while I did a video. Yes, it's been a while, and I feel like for the past few weeks I've been doing, like, I think 2 or 3 times I did live. A few persons joined in. Like, I really enjoyed myself, yes, because there were these topics that I just need to get out of my chest because I didn't want it to stay down because it was something I needed to pour out, yes. And a few persons actually joined in, and there were people who were coming on and off, and it was a fantastic moment for me. Like, yes. So, guys, today, yes, today, I don't know why I have been, how do I put it? For some time now, I've been so lazy to do something. Yes, work has been telling on me. Yes, I've been kind of tired and something, but I just feel like I've not really, like, there are so many things I would really want to, that I would have done and posted, but I've just been so lazy to do it because one of the things. But today I was like, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to do this one. Okay, guys. I was watching this movie, an American movie actually, and I stumbled upon something. And while I was watching this movie, most times I try to remember, most times when I was in school, while I was in school, my lecturer keeps saying something because I'm a graduate of mass communication, and he always say there's always a difference when a communicator watch a movie. When we watch a movie, we don't watch it like on other people would do. Yes, I will say that boldly, whether or not you like it. There are different ways other people would always watch movie, and they would they will be so um normal about it. Be like, okay, it's a movie, let me watch it, and whatever that happens, I take it. But while I was watching this movie, when I watch movie, I don't just watch it. I watch it to pick 1 or 2 things. I watch it to pick something, and at the end of the day, I get 1 or 2 things that I can always relate to people and tell them, "Wow, I got something, and I saw this and that, and something like that." So, guys, so I was watching this movie and something struck my mind and pertaining relationship, and that's one of the reasons why most relationship expert coaches will always frown at couples who are not compatible. And it's very important to know that what I'm actually going to talk about is compatibility, not just compatibility, and you know, parenting also. I'm going to also say something about parenting, compatibility in relationship before marriage, and parenting as a parent. I'm not one, but I feel like I saw something that I would want to point out. So, guys, relating to compatibility. Now, I was watching this movie and I saw that this couple, they have little time with their kids. Yes, the husband was trying his best. Actually, he's actually trying his best, but he's not really available because work is always calling. Same goes for the wife. The wife is almost the worst because she's not really available because work is always calling. Now, what does she do? She's in the force. She works as I think like a security personnel, like probably like an FBI, something like that. And you know what it means to work like that. You're always up and running, trying to ensure that everything is on check. Security, it's things that have to do with national security. You are always going to be out there just to ensure that especially knowing that what happened at the time where the movie was acted, it was the period of 9/11. Yes, the way they try to relate it. So that period of 9/11, you know what it means. It means that work is going to be hectic, and it's not just about 9/11. It's about being in the police force. Being in the police force, you know what it means as a a, a person who works in the security department. You know what it means. A uniform person, whether you are a police or a soldier or whichever one at all, you know how demanding the work is. And that was why. And the man for at the other end, he's a doctor. And you know what it means. Imagine, he's a doctor. And not just a doctor, he's a surgeon. And working in that kind of hospital will require that you are always available. There are days where in the night they will call him and he have to leave his kids all alone. Okay, probably the eldest daughter is 14 and the other one should be around, I think, 10, 11. So you could see they have two kids. The eldest daughter is 14, who they are even trying to ensure that she does the right thing. They're still even trying to ensure that she follows what the do's and don'ts, and knowing that she's probably going astray, doing what she likes, feeling that she's her freedom and she could do anything she likes. Now, the mom is in the force and the dad is a doctor. We could see why children from such homes will feel like there is no love. Nobody has time for them. If they want something like an advice that will help them, they'll probably think or assume that, oh, my parents are not always at home, I'll probably get it somewhere else. And the moment they go out there, they might meet the wrong person, and that person will give them something they are not supposed to take home, and they take such advice, and at the end of the day, it jeopardizes the children's future. Not just the children's future, it tarnishes the parent's image. Now, this is because the parents are not always at home, and the children must talk to somebody. And when their parents are not at home to talk to, they will go out there to source or look for whoever they need to talk to. Probably they might confide on their friends, and you know what it means, confiding on somebody that is almost the same age as you. And maybe the person is coming from a home that they don't really care, and just the person probably will tell you something you probably don't have a choice than to take. So now, a doctor and a parent in relationship, one must consider distance. God does not have to come down to tell you distance. You are a doctor and your wife is in the force, and you ask yourself, we will raise children who will be available for them. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he or she should grow, and when they grow, they will not depart from it. But at the same time, we need to caution ourselves when in a relationship. That is why you as a woman, you are in the force. You should always look at getting married to somebody who will work probably in the morning from 7, and by 2 he's back. Probably 3 he's back to pick the kids from school and is at home. Or even if your husband is working the late hours all the time, you should be as the wife should either be in a work where 4, 5, 6 hours you are done, so you're always available for your children. And even in the morning, you do not be like a work that where you're always rushing out. You always be available for them, so that your kids, you always know you're available, even if the other one is not even if the other one is not available, the other person is available. So they won't really notice that somebody is absent. They always see it as, oh, they are there. No matter what it is, I can always talk to him, I can always talk to her. But whereby the two are not around, there is a gap. There is something missing. And when there is a gap, there is probably going to be a collateral damage, which cannot be, amended or fixed, because what is done is done. And when it's done, it can be repaired, and it's far, far gone. So the reality in this is, whether you are in a relationship now or you are about getting in a relationship, you must be able to check if you and the other person involved is compatible. Compatibility here for me means you should ensure that if any of them is going to have time, because that's why most times in relationship you see people who are so busy they don't even have time to love themselves. They're like, oh, I'm okay. I just feel like, oh, we are okay. And most time in the relationship, they both parties pretend that they're available. And the moment they get married, everything now unfolds that we are not available. You see the husband, dressing up as early as 6, before 7, going to work. The wife is also going, and they're coming back later and they're tired. No, even before they even start having kids, they don't even have time for themselves to talk. No time to resolve anything, no time to talk about life, no time to discuss about, trivial matters, even that's why most times you see parents raising kids in the absence, as if the man is not available, or as if the woman is not available. We have seen situations whereby, because of how the work is for the woman and the man, the moment they give birth, somebody's already available to take care of the child. Nobody's having the time, and that child is growing up, and there's no special daddy, mommy care. It's always, oh, my baby, how you doing? You're calling your child on a video call because you don't always have the time. He don't always have the time. Both of you are absent in the child's life, and that child is growing up without, as if it doesn't have a parent. Yes, you're providing the need of the child, you're taking it, showing you're working, but at the end of the day, you see that those parental care, those parental counseling advice, there are stages your child goes that you just need to be in your child's life. Not just, there are activities also that you need to partake in your child's life. I've seen myself growing up, and I confide well with my kids, and when I talk, we relate well. And even if while she was also growing up, I know so much about her, to the point where I feel like she has forgotten. Like, there's some things I will tell her, she'll be like, oh, I can't remember. So I remember all this time, because most times when we talk, I relate so well, to the point where I know her classmates, I know them by names and their son names, and I've not even seen half of them. I've not even seen half of them, but I know them. I'll be like, oh, you're talking about this one. Oh, wow. Oh, do you remember that? Do you remember this? Do you remember this? So most times, when, as a parent, one of you have to just be available for your child, to know things about them when they are growing up. You must have a story to tell. You don't have to, ask your caregiver or your nanny, oh, what does he like? What kind of food does he like? You must be there. One of you just have to be there, so that you can always relate it to your partner at night, whenever it's available, so that they too can follow the process. But when nobody's available, the child grows up, and at the end of the day, it's as if parents are neighbors to their kids. There's no special connection between the dad or the child, or the mom with the child. It's as if they are world apart. So that's what affects many homes and many relationships. So it's better you start now to make the right choice, than to be in it and start to think that your marriage is crashing. It's not crashing at all. What is actually happening is that we are not actually there for ourselves. Nobody's actually there. Everybody's busy, and because everybody's busy, nobody have time for each other, and as if marriage is crashing. Marriage is not crashing. It's compatibility. It's not sin. It's not working, and because it's not working, it cannot stand. What cannot stand, it will always crash. So that's the collateral damage. So to avoid that collateral damage in your life, in the marriage, and in the life of your kids, you start it now. Before, in your relationship, you must always balance this thing, to ensure that we are all right. Yes, what I'm doing will not really take me away from home. Oh, what he's doing will take me away, but I'm there. When he's available, I'm away, he's there. You get, we know that we checkmate these things, and we are all right. And we know that, oh, even me, myself, I need this love as well. Okay, he's always available for me. He always calls me. Okay, he knows me very well. He knows many things about me. We relate well. It's not always work. So this is very, very vital and important in a relationship. Now that's by the way for that. Now, in the other aspect where I was talking about parenting, it's, as parents, we should be very cautious and careful on what we tell our kids. Like, in every way I will raise my kids tomorrow, I will always train them in the ways and the standard of God, which is training them the way and the ways of God, so they will not depart from it. Ensuring that they understand that it's vital to take it, to be able to digest it, is what is more major and important for me. Now, I want to tell my children or my girl child about, or both the girls and the boys, about sex education. I wouldn't go out, I wouldn't see myself telling them, oh, yes, for my 14-year-old daughter or even my 20-year-old daughter, whatever age, from the moment I started telling them, I will let them know that sex is not for the unmarried. Sex is for those who are married. It is what I will tell them. It is not like, oh, it's permitted to kiss, it is permitted to, do a certain kind of thing, but you don't do it like this. No, 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 that's nonsense. The right thing is this: the ways and standards of God is that sex is not for those that are not married, it is till you are married. And that's that. Now, I was watching this movie and I saw that the man set a rules, or a rules according to him, that the daughter can, lay with a man, but she still have her shorts on and her top on, like nothing is pulled out. So probably he's saying, oh, you can kiss anybody, you can kiss him, but don't take away your pants, don't take away your top. Just make sure that he's still with you. And that's nonsense. You know what? Even in the real life where adults want to have sex, they don't just go straight to having sex. They start with a process, and that's the process. The process is what triggers the sex. Do you get? Even by just hugging, long hug can even start the process. And then you're telling your daughter, oh, just do this and that. What do you think when it happens 1, 2 times? At the fourth time, they'll be like, oh, let's try this, let's try that, let's do this, let's do that. From time, it will graduate to another process, and before you know it, they are pulling their pants, even without and they are doing what they're not supposed to do. Before 20 years, they're already far gone in sex. So, rightfully, what you should do as a parent is to advise your children: sex is wrong until you are married. If you are not married, zip up. Do not. Do not. It doesn't profit you anything. It doesn't give you anything. So just take your mind off it. Now, while I was watching the movie, I saw something. The child was involved in an accident, and because they want to do some surgeries, they have to check some of her vitals, her organs, and every other stuff. Did blood tests and everything, and they realized she was pregnant. A 14-year-old girl pregnant. How? And she was like, oh, how? Now, this is the same person, the same child you told, don't take off your pants. And what happened? So at the end of the child did not stay, because after the surgery and everything, giving her morphine and everything, the child died. But the reality is this: at 14, she's already pregnant. Probably she will learn from this after now. But the reality is this: the advice of the parent has made it look like it is normal for a child. What's a child of 14 is kissing a guy? What she intend? Because the moment your child is exposed like that, they start to see whatever you're giving them as childish. They start to see that, oh, you're not making them feel mature. And a child of 14 years, you'll still be pampered. She'll still be a baby. Like, just imagine you have just 2 kids, and a 14-year-old girl is feeling like she's 30, and that's crazy. So we parents, or probably, I'm going to be a parent very soon, probably, by the grace of God, but I'm not married now. But the reality is this: is that you must ensure that whatever you tell your child now will not affect them in the future. The right thing must be said. That is the proper parenting. Do not shy away. Do not make them feel comfortable, because, oh, why would they have to be comfortable in something that it's only permitted for marriage? Why would they have to feel that, oh, they can do that? At 14, what is a child of 14 is thinking about kissing a guy? What does that benefit her? What is she trying to get at that? Because that's why most times before 20, they're already having 7 boyfriends before 20 years. And before they are married, they have dated almost every guy in the whole universe. And that's not supposed to be the idea. A child is supposed to start to worry about those things when they are right for it, not even.
All my life I've been carried by grace. Don't ask me how, 'cause I